Hello. So this is going to be my third update video, just to show my progress. I was trying to do it weekly, didn't really happen. It's been about 3 weeks since the second video, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to try and be a bit more consistent and I don't know, slightly more, I guess, professional about it. Betty, can we not bark, please? Thank you. That was a dog. Anyway, bunch of stuff since the last update. Yeah, so let's just go and have a look, see what I did. So, when you start, as you can see, you've got cash down it, or ignore these guys. There's lots of them. I just spawned a wave of zombies just to kind of test. So you got these coins. Yeah, they got the bronze, the silver, and the gold, and the little cash as well. They got the little. So they start blinking when they're about to disappear, and the blinking where they get faster and faster to kind of indicate that it's disappearing. And you also have like this little shimmer effect I did. You can kind of just to make it a bit more obvious because sometimes they blend in, especially when the floor gets really bloody. But yeah, cash is worth, so the green's worth 1,000, the gold's worth 100, silver's 50, and bronze is 25. I made the environment much bigger, just because of that car. The random boxes up there, nothing's really changed with that. I found out a bug, actually. If I start that now, the timer that it takes to close the box will need resetting, and it won't close. Well, it will automatically close the box after the first time that goes off. I know how to fix it. I just haven't got around to it. So yeah, we got obviously a ton of zombies there, and if we go up to this car here, we can drive around. So it zooms out. I'm using a Cine Machine virtual camera to be able to get some cool effects. And then I got this fun police car, and you can drive around, you can drift. I did follow a tutorial for a really nice smooth car sort of mechanic. It's good. It uses like velocity and acceleration and magnitude and drifting values. But I broke it apart and figured out how it works. But it's really fun. So obviously with the car, I can still shoot out the car. Let me get my pistol back out. Oh, that's not the pistol. Oh, it's because I just picked up the double barrel shotgun from the box, didn't I? We don't want 2 double barrel shotguns. Let me just run that again. Got a little sound effect when you pick up the money. Come over here. Just drive over to the box a little bit sooner. I need to test that actually. Okay, let the M16. So this guy can. We got lots of blood. So I've got 4 collision boxes on the car, 1 in each corner. And as you crash into zombies, it spawns in the blood particles on the car. I was thinking about doing it as like stages, so it would be like 3 stages on each. So it will be a little bit of blood, then a medium bit of blood, and then a lot of blood, just to make it more sort of dynamic, I guess. And then also you can see the blood trails. I'm still working on this. As with the footprints fade out as they go. So I need to do that still. I've only implemented these today, these blood trails. So that's something I'm working on. But yeah, it's really fun. You can run the zombies over velocity of 5 or above. So if I'm going slowly, it won't. It will just push them about, which I think is necessary. But yeah, it's really fun. So if I'm like driving around, let me go and grab all this cash real quick. Nice. Let's get back in the car. Fun thing about the car as well. At the moment, it was like I guess it was like an accidental, really great benefit. Depending on which side I put the crosshairs, is the side it gets out. So what I do is when I press E whilst inside the car, it will basically turn the collision box back on for the character. Obviously that collides with the box of the car, and then it pushes it out, which I guess depends whichever way's best. And because the collision box, if I'm looking this way, the gun's facing this way. It's slightly larger on this side. It pops out this side, which is really beneficial. It's either side, which makes sense because obviously the door's on the car. So yeah, like a little happy little accident right there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the blood effect stuff. Adding lots of cool effects and things like that. It's just been really satisfying. I think I need to keep the acceleration when you get out of the car. That would make it a bit more realistic. And you can kind of push the car around. When you get inside the car, I changed the linear drag and the drag because before you used to be able to push the car around really easily. So I put it really high. That shouldn't have happened. That's interesting. lots of testing to still do with the car and stuff, but it's been fun. I took off the blood fade for now. I had a fade effect where the blood would fade out after a certain amount of time, and the footsteps, just because it's really fun for testing. It's a bit, obviously there's a lot of clones here. I need to look at object pooling soon, just to help me speed things up a bit, because it can get a little laggy when I've been playing for 10 minutes for testing, and you've got thousands of instantiated blood splats and tired blood splats. I'm probably not doing it the most efficient way either. At the moment, it's as you can see on some of these, it's basically. I'm going to show you an animate actually. Let me pause that. Open up animate. This is some concept art. So if I go into the car, as you can see, it's this being instantiated lots of times, which probably isn't very efficient at all. But obviously, once the blood fade is introduced again, obviously it won't matter too much because they'll be fading out and then being destroyed anyway. So yeah, I found my old project from my first year. This was the concept art I did, so I designed the assets. There's nothing going on in here. Well, I thought it was really fun the way I did it. I had this like momentum bar, so as you get kills, like you get upgrades. So I might use that for something. Maybe use it for the car, like speedometer or something like that. Oh, these old icons that I've got for buttons, so I'll do some menus soon and things like that. But yeah, I also had the animations in here because I animated anime obviously. But yeah, it's really fun. So I've got this is like the momentum bar that fills up and you level it up. These little animations for the hearts and things and the shields. Oh, that was quite fun. I'm using the light animations for the car. I don't know if you noticed in Unity. And then there's also a little walk animation for the zombies here, which is kind of fun for the feet, which I might put back in. It's very simple, but quite effective. I think it looks quite good. So I might do that for the character. I mean, the character's got his arm in the way, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I found. Obviously, got these giant zombies that are like crabs. Yeah, but also these little islands in the car park, and obviously a bigger car park. So I'm going to use a bunch of these assets I've got, and the buttons as well. Really fun. But yes, these are things I found in my old projects. I think this one might actually be the one with the death animation of the zombies. Yes, when they get shot, they sort of drop to the floor and the blood splat. Could use that possibly. I'm not sure. Got a little gunshot there. Don't really like the effect too much, but you know I could look into that. Might use the bullet effect. I don't know. But yeah, it's good. I found lots of my old resources, and I'm just putting it all into my one art file, I guess. But yeah, lots of progress the last few weeks, and mainly to do with blood and the blood effects. I kind of really enjoy doing like all the effect work and making things look fun and fancy. Really happy with how the car's looking. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'll be finishing off the blood trails for these tires. The code for it is pretty simple, to be fair. Let me bring it over. So I'm just instantiating the game object. I've changed the color because I was going to use that to change the alpha as it goes along, but so the tire print iterator is a count of how many I put down, and then it stops after 400. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Just got a timer that puts it down every 0.003 seconds as you're going through. So yeah, if you collide with the blood splat on the floor, that's when it starts. It's the bloody tires is true. Very similar to the other one. But yeah, my blood fade script I've got here. I need to look into this and bring this over into my spawn tire blood just so it can fade out that trail. But yeah, just using some enumerators, some coroutines just to kind of time that. Here I had a for loop with the using the iterator value, and then I think start on 1 and then reducing it by 0.01 at a time. So it happened 1,000 times, all inside the same loop. Yeah, but I need to put that back into. Well, not back into here. I need to put that into here and figure that out. But yeah, it's been going well. It's been really fun. But yeah, that's the updates that I've got this time. Yes, I'm gonna try and be more consistent with this, and maybe make it a bit more professional with the whole YouTube thing. But yeah, we can look back at this and make improvements, I guess. But yeah, that's it for today.